Well, I promised that I would tell the story of the Clydesdale babysitting job that I had. Yes, it was 2007. It was April. And friends of ours, whose son had played soccer with our boys, called us one night and said, "Are you guys available tomorrow?" Maybe. What do you need? Well, there's somebody in our church, or friends of somebody in our church, who they raise Clydesdales at a farm not too far away from us. And they have a mare who lost her first foal last year. So she's an at-risk pregnancy. And they have been spending day and night out in the barn with her because they don't want her to go into labor without someone there. But the husband and wife have both used up all their leave, and they have to go back to work tomorrow. But they don't want to leave their horse Bella, very pregnant Bella, all alone in the barn. They want somebody to be with her 24 hours a day. So we're trying to find people who will sign up to take shifts to Foal watch, just to be with Bella and make sure she's safe, and if she goes into labor, to call the vet and call the owners, and then they'll get there as soon as they can. I'm like, okay. Now, mind you, we had raised dairy goats, so had birthed many a baby goat, but they were miniature goats. They were Nigerian dwarfs. So like the baby goats, you could fit, one goat you could fit in your hand. I'll include a picture of one of the baby goats actually sitting in my husband's hand. So they were tiny, but I mean, the birthing process is basically the same, right? You want the baby animal, the four-legged hooved creature, they're supposed to be in the diving position when they come out of the mama. So their front hooves this way and their nose kind of between their hooves. So they're like diving out of the birth canal. And so as long as they're coming out the right way, it's pretty much just a waiting and watching game. Usually the mama will do everything that needs to be done, and it's just a matter of making sure that everybody's safe in the process. Now, if the labor stalls and you actually have to pull the baby, then you grab the front hooves. If it's a large animal, you have to have chains, pulling chains, pull on the hooves to help the mama get the baby out, but you only pull when the mom is pushing. Otherwise, you tear the mama, and it's not a good thing. Anyways, so we knew all about that, so I thought, well, sure, we'll go Clydesdale sit, whatever. Well, my husband and my youngest son took the early shift that next morning, and then one of the lady who called us and me, we were going to go in later. So anyways, I got there, I don't know, it was probably about 9 in the morning, maybe. I think my husband and younger son got there at 7. Anywho, I had agreed that I would stay until noon, and then another group of people was going to come and relieve me. So we got to this farm, and it was called GenesisFarms. Oh my goodness, I'd seen horses, and I've been to county fairs, and I've been around horses, and I've ridden horses, but nothing like these Clydesdales. Oh my word. I'm sure you know Clydesdales from the Budweiser commercials. You know that they're huge draft animals, and they have those nice flowing fetlocks on on all 4 of their legs that sort of flow out over top of their hooves. They're just gorgeous. But seeing them like from afar and being in the stall with one of them, 2 totally different experiences. I have a couple pictures I'll share in this video. But this mama, so I'm standing in the stall with her, introducing myself to her, making sure she's calm and she can smell me and knows me and is calm with me. And as I'm standing there, now I'm 5'8". I'm standing next to this horse, and the shoulders of this horse, as I'm standing, are about here on me. And her head is about this high, about this high above the top of my head. She's massive, just massive, but oh my goodness, so beautiful. And there was a foal who had just been born, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks earlier, Zeke. And so Zeke was in a stall. It was a beautiful sunny day. He was actually outside, just outside the barn. He had access to come and go. And I got some really, really pretty pictures of Zeke, but I framed them through the belly and legs of his mom. So you'll see her belly and her front legs, and you might see part of her muzzle. I'm not sure. But then you see baby Zeke snoozing in the sun. So cute. What a fun way to spend a morning. Much better than going to work, mind you. And so we spent the morning with Bella, just talking to her and stroking her, and she had to stay in the stall. She wasn't allowed to go outside because they were afraid she would, take off and give birth somewhere out in the field. And we couldn't have that. But she desperately wanted to be out. Oh, bless her heart. And we had the stall door, just, one of those halfway doors, so it was closed up here and then open at the top. So at least we had some fresh air going in there for her, but you could tell she just really wanted to be out in the sunshine, but we couldn't let her. So, unfortunately, she didn't give birth while we were there. That would have been very exciting and would have made this a much more interesting story. But I am going to include a link in the description of this video of a wonderful video that I found online from BBC Scotland. And you can actually see a baby Clydesdale being born. They captured it on film, and you get to enjoy those lovely Scottish accents as well. So that was my story, and it was amazing. I love animals, and I love just the whole miracle of the birth of little baby animals. So I'll share a couple of pictures in this of our baby, one of our baby goats, the day he was born. And I actually made a painting of him as well. I'll see if I can find a picture of my painting and include that as well. I said as well about 15 times, didn't I? So much for that 90-day challenge, getting rid of all of my ums and ahs and weird words. However, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So I still have to put together the entire series of videos on my month-long time in Guatemala. And then I have a few more of my trips with the Navy to share. Some of them have some funny stories, especially the last one. My last day supporting the Navy. Where I was when I resigned from that job, pretty cool place to be, but kind of a fun story. So we have that to look forward to down the road. And as I said, I'm not doing these every night from now on. It was actually so nice for the last 2 days to sort of take a break and not have to do a video. But I did enjoy it, and I do miss it. And I know my mom is still watching these, and she needs to have new footage of her daughter to watch. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you again some other time, sometime next week. I'll probably go back to maybe one a week. I need to pick a day and be consistent. I'll figure that out and let you know. Take care, and God bless.